Good morning, class 11. In today's session, children, I'm going to discuss with you the concept of normality, which is another concentration term, just like molarity and molality. The concentration terms are basically divided into two categories, the one which is temperature dependent and the other which is temperature independent. And you don't have to learn it. You can simply identify it with the help of the formula. When you see the formula of any concentration term having volume involved in it, it indicates that that particular concentration term will be depending upon temperature. When the temperature will change, that concentration value will also change. So the normality will be our concentration term which will depend upon the change in temperature. When the temperature will change, this concentration term will also change. Similarly, molarity, which is equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter, is also temperature dependent, and molality, which is number of moles of solute upon weight of solvent in kg, is independent of temperature. So when you see that the formula includes volume in it, it indicates that that particular concentration term will depend upon temperature change. Now let's see what is normality. Normality, first of all, mention here that this particular concentration term is temperature dependent. Okay, and then let us see what is the formula of normality. Normality is equal to number of gram equivalent. Here you see a new term, number of gram equivalents of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Now we have to work upon this. Volume of solution you have done in other two, in rest of the concentration terms also, but number of gram equivalents is a new term. What is the meaning of number of gram equivalents? Number of gram equivalent is equal to given weight upon equivalent weight. Just like number of moles is equal to given weight upon molecular weight, number of gram equivalents is equal to given weight upon equivalent weight. Okay, now here again comes a new term, equivalent weight. What is the meaning of equivalent weight? Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight upon n factor. Now n factor is a thing that I'm going to tell you about. Number of gram equivalent. Now please see this again. Molarity is equal to number of gram equivalents of solute upon volume of solution in liter, and number of gram equivalents is equal to given weight upon equivalent weight. Given weight upon equivalent weight. So equivalent weight is a new term here, and equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight upon n factor. N factor is a new term here that I'll explain you. So by using the above two formulas, number of gram equivalents can be written as, when you substitute this, suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now if you substitute the value of equivalent weight from equation 2 in equation 1, you'll get the formula as of number of gram equivalents. You'll get the formula as given weight upon molecular weight upon n factor. So n factor will move here. I hope it is clear. When you will substitute the formula of equivalent weight from equation 2 in equation 1, the formula gets modified as given weight upon molecular weight into n factor. This n factor, which was supposedly to be here in the denominator, so when it is the denominator of the denominator, it will move to numerator. So the formula gets modified as given weight upon molecular weight into n factor. Now when you know it very well that given weight upon molecular weight is equal to what? It is equal to moles. So number of gram equivalent can be written as moles into n factor. See how everything is interconnected. You can see that everything is interconnected. When you know one formula, you can reach to another formula. So now using this number of gram equivalents formula, moles into n factor, and substituting it in the formula of normality, you can write it here, moles upon or moles into n factor upon volume of solution in liter. Now you know that moles upon volume of solution in liter is what? It is molarity. So you can write normality as molarity into n factor. So if you know the n factor, then you can easily find out the normality if the molarity of the solution is given. Now the question arises, what is n factor? Okay, what is n factor? So first of all, again, I'm revising these things with you. Normality is equal to number of gram equivalents of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Number of gram equivalents is equal to given weight upon equivalent weight, and equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight upon n factor. Substituting this in equation 1, you'll get number of gram equivalents is equal to given weight upon molecular weight into n factor. Now again, number of gram equivalents will get modified as, because this is equal to moles into n factor. So normality will be equal to moles upon volume of solution in liter into n factor. So this is the formula of normality. I hope it is clear. This much is clear to you. Now let's see what is the meaning of equivalent mass and the meaning of n factor. You can see here equivalent mass of different substances are mentioned here. So as to calculate the equivalent mass of acid, it is equal to molar mass of acid upon basicity. So for acid, n factor is what? In case of acid, n factor is its basicity. I'll discuss it with examples also. Equivalent mass of base is what? Molar mass of base upon acidity. So here acidity corresponds to n factor. Now recalling basicity and acidity with you, basicity means number of replaceable hydrogen ions present in an acid. Like in HCl, it is the basicity value will be 1. In H2SO4, the basicity value will be 2. And in H3PO4, the basicity value will be 3. So children, basicity of an acid means number of replaceable H plus ions present in an acid. You must have done this in class 10, which is also known as like monoprotic acid or monobasic acid is HCl, HNO3. Okay. And acidity means number of replaceable hydroxyl ion. Like for NaOH, how many replaceable hydroxyl ion are there? 1. So its acidity will be 1. So the n factor will be 1. Equivalent mass of salt will be equal to total mass of salt upon total positive charge on the cation. Total positive charge on the cation. Suppose I take an example of a salt, that is NaCl. Okay, NaCl is a common salt. When you dissociate it, you will get Na plus and Cl minus. Now what is the total charge on the cation? It is plus 1. So equivalent mass of salt will be equal to total mass of salt upon total positive charge on cation, which will be equal to 1. These are the methods of finding the equivalent mass. Equivalent mass of an element will be equal to atomic mass of the element upon the valency of the element. Like if you have to find out for sodium, it will be equal to 23 upon 1. Equivalent mass of iron will be equal to formula mass of the ion upon charge on the ion. Suppose nitrate, if it is nitrate, then what is the charge on nitrate? Formula mass, you can calculate the molecular mass, and charge on the ion will be what? -1. So it will be equal to the mass of nitrate ion upon 1 will give you the equivalent mass of ion. So these are the methods of finding equivalent mass, and these are the n factor values. So again children, telling you about the concept of n factor, you can see here n factor for acid HCl it will be 1, H2SO4 it will be 2, H3PO4 it will be 3, and now for in case of phosphoric acid as the number of oxygen atoms will go on decreasing, what will happen? The basicity will go on decreasing. HCl is 1, H2SO4 is 3, H3PO4 is 3. Since 3 hydrogen, here you can see 1, so 1. Here you can see 2 hydrogen, so 2. Here you can see 3 hydrogen, so basicity is 3. But in this case, number of oxygen atom is going down, but the basicity will be changing according to the number of oxygen atom. This is an exceptional case depending upon the structure, which I am not taking up right now because you have not done the structures. So H3PO3 is equal to, it will be, the basicity will be equal to 2, and then H3PO2, for H3PO2 it will be equal to 1. Do remember this. So for acid, the n factor is its basicity. Now for bases, it will be the n factor is equal to its acidity, that is number of replaceable hydroxyl ion. Now in case of salts, see, if suppose the salt is aluminium chloride, it will dissociate to give Al3 plus and 3Cl minus. What is the charge on cation? It is 3. So the n factor will be 3. Barium sulfate, when dissociates, it produces Ba2 plus SO42 minus. The charge over it is 2 plus, so the n factor will be 2. Aluminium sulfate when dissociate will give 2Al3 plus 3SO4 2 minus. So total charge over the cation is 2 3s are 6, N factor will be 6. So like this we find out the charge or N factor for acid, bases and salts. I hope it is clear. Now taking an example here. Suppose you have to find out the equivalent weight of H2SO4. It will be equal to molecular weight upon N factor, right? Molecular weight of H2SO4 is 98 and N factor here is 2. So the equivalent weight is 49 gram. Now you have to calculate the number of gram equivalents. What will you do? If suppose 2 grams of H2SO4 is given to you in the question. 2 grams of H2SO4 is given. So number of gram equivalent will be equal to what? Given weight upon equivalent weight. Given weight is 2, equivalent weight is 49. And this is dissolved in 1 liter of the solvent. So the normality will be this. 2 upon 49 into 1. This will be the answer for the normality. So like this we calculate the N factor and equivalent mass and the normality. I hope it is clear, children. Similarly, for any salt or for any particular atom, for atom it becomes its valency. For ion it becomes, N factor becomes its charge. So when you will start solving the numerical, you will be able to understand it better. Now taking up some simple numericals for your better understanding. So here the numerical is how many gram equivalents of H2SO4 are present in 200 ml of N by 10 H2SO4 solution. So here you can see how many gram equivalents you have to find out of H2SO4 are present in 200 ml of N by 10 means the normality is 1 by 10. The solution is 1 by 10 normal H2SO4 solution. So gram equivalent weight. Gram equivalent is equal to normality into volume of solution according to the formula. Normality given here is 1 by 10. And the volume given is 200 ml. When you convert it into a liter, it will be 200 upon 1000. So the answer will be 1 by 50 gram equivalents. So this is a very simple numerical and I hope it is clear. See one more simple numerical. Calculate the normality of a solution containing 0.74 gram of calcium hydroxide dissolved in 200 ml of the solution. Read the question again. Calculate the normality of a solution containing 0.74 gram of calcium hydroxide dissolved in 200 ml of the solution. So you must pause the video here and try to solve the numerical on your own first and then tally the answer. So according to the question, you have to find out the normality, the mass is given and the volume is given and the salt is given, the base is given calcium hydroxide. From looking to the formula of the salt, you can find out the N factor. What should be the N factor for this base? It is 2. Equivalent mass, we know it is equal to molar mass upon acidity for in case of base. Molar mass you can find out in case of calcium hydroxide, it will be 74 and acidity is 2. So the equivalent mass is 37 gram per equivalent and normality formula is gram equivalent upon volume of solution in liter. Gram equivalent is equal to how much? It will be equal to given weight upon molecular weight. Given weight is 0.74 according to the question and molecular weight is 37 upon volume in liter, 200 divided by 1000. On solving this entire calculation, you will get 0.1 normal as the answer. So these are the simple calculations, simple questions to make the concept of normality clear to you, and I hope children you are thorough with the concept now. Watch the video properly and ask in case of any doubt. Thank you for watching the video.